said it's only money.
Oh, he ain't got it.
We done heard his tongue.
Welcome back. Because of free agency, a lot of players have been shifted around. To start, Clutch Sports founder and sports agent Rich Paul negotiated some pretty high deals. This includes Draymond Green's new 4-year, $100 million deal with the Warriors, Fred VanVleet's 3-year, $130 million max contract with the Rockets.
They getting paid.
And Jeremy Grant's 5-year, $160 million contract to return to the Blazers. What are your thoughts?
They fired a lot of people I think they shouldn't fire. You know, I think Jalen should have stayed. You know, Kendrick Perkins stayed. Why do you think they, what do you think about Malika Andrews? Should she have gone with that group? Well, why do you think, let me better rephrase it. Why do you think she stayed?
I like black women in sports.
I like that answer.
I like
that answer. You're growing, Cam.
This is why we got Stat up here. But
I said bring Stat up here.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Kev found Stat. We ain't gonna try to steal the credit.
Shout out Case Pence.
Yeah, Kev.
Stat.
Come on, man. You wildin', man. You met her on set, man.
I met her on set. She was behind the scene.
This is true.
I said killer. Stat is the one you should go with.
Yo, that is.
Where's my text at?
That's crazy.
Killer.
That's crazy, man.
Killer.
That's wild.
Killer.
Yo, listen. You ain't got it.
Let me bring it out. The receipts.
All right, listen, Paul, you want to take credit?
We're tired. I'm tired right now.
Listen,
but go ahead.
I like black women in sports. Malika Andrews is two things. A lot of people don't know Woj helped her get her start into I don't want to say the wrong thing, into whether it's some type of way into the NBA.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Woj brought her in. Now what happened is this. The reason she's at where she's at right now is this. A lot of people forgot about Rachel Nichols. Rachel Nichols was hosting the show that Malika Andrews is hosting now. Rachel Nichols was supposed to, let me tell the story real quick. Rachel Nichols was supposed to host the NBA Finals. They didn't let her host the NBA Finals. I forgot the black girl that they did host the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Maria Taylor.
Yo, jump in, Stan.
Maria Taylor.
Come on, jump in. You know the song.
Yeah,
you know the story.
I do.
Hold on. Stan, don't be afraid. Cut us off and jump in there, nigga.
Basically,
yeah, you tell the story. You tell the story I was about to tell.
Was Rachel Nichols said something about Maria Taylor, who was hosting, and they basically said that Maria Taylor was the diversity hire, and that they were just trying to push their agenda to have more colored people.
What's the hire again? Say that statement again. What's that?
The diversity hire.
So
have more colored people on air.
Token, another word.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
That's another word for
diversity hire.
Diversity hire. So when Stat is saying that, you know, I'm gonna put it in nigga terms. Basically, Rachel Nichols supposed to host the NBA Finals. They didn't let her host it. What's the girl name?
Maria Taylor.
Maria Taylor hosted. Somebody had to record her because Rachel Nichols was pissed. So they said, yo, what you, say it again, what you mad about? And so niggas like, they just letting that black girl host it because she black. Yeah. And they need a black person there to be hosting it.
Yeah.
And that's the reason they did it. I'm supposed to be doing the finals. I've been working hard. How they gonna just put somebody black there? Niggas say, thank you. Leak the footage.
Yeah.
Leak the audio. Niggas say, yo, pink slip. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
So you going on record and saying Malika is a token?
I ain't saying she's a token. She got good relationship with Woj. Everybody know Woj is the top NBA insider. I think she's. What I will say about Malika is that she represents black women. She's very strong. She has black people's back, women's back, women in general. It's just that some people she rubs the wrong way. You know, she got on First Take and tried to get this Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. said, who the fuck you talking to? They said, now hold the fuck on there.
Not
this
on
is my show. Not on my show,
yeah.
You not. Then the same day, this was all around that Boston, when Incadoma, that nigga. When he got fired, Stephen A. and a few other people, Kendrick Perkins, was like, they keep bringing up his name and not the female's name. So Malika Andrews was real like, we're not gonna throw another black woman under the bus. We're not gonna do that. When all they said was, That's what they were saying. So
Her
basically,
name should have been in there as well.
so that's what Stephen A. was saying, as Kendrick Perkins was saying that, why are you not putting her name in it? And Malika Andrews went off like, we don't need to put her name in it. It's not going to throw another woman under the bus.
They're both professional though, Malika. They're both professional.
So that was the big beef. And ever since then, a few people be like, Malika rubs them the wrong way. Me, what I'll say is this. I'm happy for her and I'm happy she's doing her thing, but would you have got this job if Rachel Nichols ain't get caught slipping? That's what I'm saying.
So then you are saying she's a token.
I didn't say that.
You are. You're not saying she's not.
I absolutely did not say that.
Are you saying she's not?
She's not. I'm going to go with no. I'm going to go with no.
I like that.
Good. I'm going to have to go
I just want to put you on record, you know?
Not a problem.
The same way you asked me.
Yeah, I'm going to go with no.
Okay.
I'm going to go.
You're very political.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go with no. I think she does a great job. I just think that one situation that she had with Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A., people are like, oh, she's a male basher, so to speak. And I just think that particular situation, whether you think the lady's name from Boston should be in it or not be in it, that's your opinion, but I don't think you have to yell at anybody about it.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Okay. Well, back to the Rich Paul negotiations.
Mm-hmm.
I basically wanted to know y'all's thoughts on the contracts. And then also LeBron chimed in and tweeted, and y'all still want to question, is Rich Paul him? It says a lot about you if you not feeling us. I told him less is more. It's plenty of us.
Rich Paul out here kicking ass, man. You know,
Rich Paul, 400 in about 40 minutes is crazy.
Yeah, 400 million in 40 minutes is crazy. He did Fred VanVleet's contract. Mm-hmm. He did Homeboy from Houston's contract. He did Draymond's contract. Mm-hmm. He cleaned up really, really nice. What I'd say is this, Murder, it's us Ohio boys. You know how we get, you know how us Ohio niggas get out, nigga? Ohio nigga, double O, what's up, yo? Yeah. Columbus, Akron, Cleveland, Springfield, Dayton, Youngstown, what's up, y'all? Cincinnati, too, I ain't forget about you. You know I love y'all niggas.
Why you ain't say Canton?
Canton too, you know. Okay, Canton too. You know, I'm not leaving no wife. I forgot. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah,
baby.
Canton.
Bring up anybody you want to bring up. But in town, I love the whole Ohio. But what I'll say is this: they have a new documentary on Peacock, LeBron and his people, and it goes to show how they grew, and he kept everybody with him, and I think it's really dope. And I think that it's super dope because he doesn't have a college degree. Mm-hmm. They tried to make the Rich Paul rule and say you can't be an agent if you don't have a college degree. Mm-hmm. Because listen, you know what I used to do, and this word everything I love. You don't always need a college degree for anything. When I had my offices in Def Jam, when I was with Rockefeller and Def Jam, I had the diplomat offices. Mm-hmm. I would only hire college graduates who majored in music. That would get a thrill out of that. So if you majored in music and you went to, let's say, Stanford, I love getting Ivy League niggas too. Stanford, Yale, Columbia.
Crazy today.
This is,
we're causing all that peacock and growing. I can't keep.
It's
I'm out of pocket.
No, we gonna let it. Just go. Just go. Yeah,
I'm out of pocket, yo.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah. But damn, I forgot what the fuck I said. I wasn't even thinking
you love
about
hiring people. You love.
I love
getting the Ivy Leagues.
Yeah.
That's just.
What's that?
I like hiring people that went to Ivy League schools because they would major in music and go to school 4 years.
Yeah.
And I would love if they had a master's degree because you went extra 2.
Yeah.
And now I got a GED and you come work for me. I used to love it. I loved it. I'm like, yo, all that shit you went through to come work for me, huh? GED, nigga. Then I would do other shit that they don't teach you in school. So I'm like, yo, look, we got a show in the Bahamas on the 30th. The first half, you know, so basically people who's not in the music business, the way it works is this. And, you know, this is before Cash App and all that other shit. The way it works is this: when you do a show, if you got a show for $100,000, get 50,000 up front, you get the other 50,000 before you go on the stage.
Yeah.
So let's say we had a show in the Bahamas. What I would do is say, yo, the first half of it is in pink houses in Brooklyn. One of them niggas got it. So go pick that up. And it'd be one of our niggas, but we'll send a nigga from Yale to Brooklyn to go pick up the first half, and nigga be like, yo, fuck you ain't Cam, nigga. Fuck. And I'll be like, they'll call us, you know, Cam, he said, fuck you. I said, you better not come back without that money, nigga. You went to school 4 years, right? Figure the fuck it out. Niggas would threaten, yo, niggas said, I'll smack the shit out you before you get out of here. So niggas would come back without the money, even though it was all set up. And we'd be like, yo, you know what? You sit in a little cubicle for the rest of the week till you figure out how to get the money. And they would come to us with all type of ways. Cam, what if we talk to him like this? And I say, we don't humble ourselves, go to fucking pink houses to get the money. More of the story is this, is that you don't always need a journalism degree. You don't always need a music degree. You don't always need these degrees. They're good to have. But at the end of the day, look, Stat Baby, you just got what?
My degree? It was real expensive. Real expensive.
Yeah, just to come work.
Me and Murda, listen, Stat, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. It ain't really no secret.
Neither one of us really graduated.
We went to college and didn't graduate. Figure that out. How you do that?
Yeah.
I didn't even graduate. And listen, we're not talking about you because you're an asset. I'm happy you here. You probably wouldn't be here without the degree. But this is who we sort out. and when I say sort out, I don't mean the bad way, because you bring value to 2 street niggas who got GEDs and went to college for 2 semesters. So
Cam, I scored a 1390 on my SAT.
That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie.
Killer.
I think the max number is 1200. Stop lying. You making up shit now at this point, man. Get the fuck out of here. You did not score 1390. Show me the shit. Show me the degree.
I'm gonna bring it.
I would love, I'll make a bet. I would make a bet.
Either 13 or 1300.
Now we already know.
It's somewhere high. It's stupid high.
Yo,
I'm borderline brilliant. You know that.
What is the bet before we shake hands?
1300 or higher.
You said 1390.
1390.
I'm not doing, because men can fix all type of shit these days. I ain't going for that, bro. I'm not saying you didn't. I'm not saying you did, because you're very smart. You're very smart.
Stat Baby, you don't know that. Stat Baby.
What?
You took SAT Stat?
Yeah.
What was your score?
Mine was a 1270.
You ain't got higher than Stat, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Definitely higher than Stat.
But also my SAT scores were okay. Like my GPA and other stuff.
Yeah, then it probably, because I don't know the number, but it's stupid up there.
Y'all both here with me.
Yeah, you got a point.
You here with him. I ain't here with him.
We both here together. We all together, nigga.
We all end up at the same table.
So, yeah, we all at the same table.
That's what I meant when I said that. We all at the same table, man.
Yeah. The next.
Get more degrees, y'all. Get more degrees.
Okay, so
You know who got degrees?
Oh.
Jalen Rose, Jeff Van Gundy, Max Kellerman, Keyshawn Johnson. That's the degree crew right there. I would love to see how many people who got fired have a college degree.
you can find that.
Sorry
stat
about that,
for-
David.
No, it's all good. Okay, so the next
amazing.
deal. Charlotte Hornets All-Star guard LaMelo Ball agreed on a 5-year designated rookie max contract for as much as $260 million. Do y'all think it's too much?
Look, what I'll say is this. He's box office. When I say box office,
He's definitely must-see TV.
there you go. He's must-see TV. But he's played 3 seasons and missed a whole season. And when I say whole season, not a whole season straight. He's played, I'm looking at it now, he played 162 games in 3 seasons, so he missed like 80 games. So therefore, he's good for 2/3 of a season. Is he worth it? Look,
LaMelo is dumb nice, killer. You bugging.
I didn't say he's not. I like LaMelo. I'm a LaMelo fan.
Oh.
But it's back to Zion too. They're getting these extensions and not even playing. Is Zion getting an extension? LaMelo, listen.
It's in South Carolina. I mean, it's in the Carolinas.
That nigga Melo from the West Coast.
I know, but all this is
Chino
taking
Hills.
place in
Oh,
the Carolinas.
North Carolina. Got what you saying,
Yeah.
man. What I'm saying is this. I pulled it up for a second. He missed 84 games in his 3-year season. It's only 82 games in the regular season. So if you miss a whole season, more than a season, do I want to give you that kind of money? But then you don't want to lose him because who you going to be in Charlotte, who you going to go see?
Yeah.
Same thing like Zion, they give him all this money based on their potential. Not saying they haven't, both Melo and Zion has done great when they played, but how often is that?
Yeah.
Shorty said, a bitch told me, I want a nigga who don't play no games. I sent her a picture of Zion. Just, I want
You just
nigga,
got it. You just got
just,
it.
I
You want a nigga that play no games.
You know, he goes Zion, nigga. What you talking about?
Hey,
I think LaMelo was worth the money because when you think about it, when you bring that other guy Miller with him, I think this year Charlotte is going to turn around greatly.
What if he get hurt? He been hurt every season.
yeah.
It might be in the cards for him to be healthy this year.
I hope so. All jokes, I really hope he is,
Yeah.
and I hope
Right.
Zion is too, because
Melo is like my favorite player out of all the new young niggas.
more than Ja Morant.
My style, yeah.
I hear that. I'm not mad at that. I like Melo a lot. I think really Golden State missed out on Melo, man.
Yeah.
They had that 2 pick
They would
that
have got
year.
9 more championships. Not 9, but you know, they
tell you what,
would have definitely ran it
It
up.
would have been better than having Chris Paul right now. Because at the end of the day, we'll get to that later. But they picked Wiseman over Melo that year when
And
they
then
had the
send
number
him to the G League.
Yeah, now he with Detroit. He's not even on the team at all.
You only get better by playing.
Right, exactly.
That's a mistake of Golden State. You can't get better not playing.
What I will say is this, man. LeVar Ball, you did your thing, man. I don't know where the second son is at, but, you know, Melo's doing this thing. The first kid,
Yeah.
what's the first ball? Pause.
Lonzo.
Lonzo, he stays hurt too a lot.
Yeah.
But he does his thing. But I want to give a big props to LeVar Ball because, you know, a lot of people say he's arrogant, he's loud, he's obnoxious. What he is a great dad that made sure that those kids made to the NBA, similar to Serena and Venus follow.
Yep.
Different style, but I see the vision.
Yep, and
Congrats,
he's-
Pops.
Yep, and he's taking care of his wife, so that's great.
Right.
Definitely a great dad and great husband.
Very true. Okay, next we got Patrick Beverly agreed to a 1-year, $3.2 million deal with the 76ers, and Russell Westbrook
What up, Pat?
has agreed on a 2-year, nearly $8 million deal to stay with the Clippers.
So Russell Westbrook got $8 million,
Yeah.
and Pat Bev
Got $3.2 million.
$3.2 million in this
Per
day
year.
and age is Goodwill prices.
Yeah.
Like this is my Salvation Army joint. And listen, Pat, he made a lot of money. And I know we played you a lot, pause. But I think you're a great player. I'm more mad at how the NBA bouncing this nigga around from team to team. It's about his 19th team. I think he's going to be an asset wherever he goes, but sometimes it may be a little bit too much because nobody's keeping him.
Yeah, he should go to the Suns.
That would be good.
great.
That would be really good.
That would have been really
So you know
good.
what I think is more.
I should have been his agent to
You know
tell
what?
him that.
That's a great because the Suns would have paid 3.2 for him. What I think is this though is that Patrick, and I don't know this for a fact. I think Patrick Beverly comes to whatever team he goes to.
Sorry.
Yeah. Status catches on.
Stats on the pause game a lot these days. I'm gonna get the one takes on stat where niggas is saying crazy shit. And now she instigating a lot of shit.
Looking at me going, get him.
What I will say is this is that when he gets to a team, Patrick Beverly, that is, because he's aggressive, because he's from I don't know how he's raised or whatever. He gets to the team, and no matter what team he gets to, he tries to make it his.
Yeah.
Yo, this what we gonna do. Lil Bron, you gonna move over here, and then we gonna move around, and we gonna get it like this. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is like, hey, yo, Pat, you just got here. You gotta chill out. You know what I'm saying? He gets over to, we play in Minnesota.
Yeah.
He tell Carl Anthony Towns, you go through.
Go through.
Niggas like, yo, Pat, you
Yeah.
just got here. So I think that because of his style and he's aggressive, he may have to tone it down because it may rub people the wrong way, whether it's coaching staff,
What
whether
does
it's
it mean
players.
to rub people the wrong way? I keep hearing you say that. What does that mean?
You don't know what that means?
I actually
Yeah,
don't.
listen, bro, I ain't gonna try to tell you. You said you went to college. You said you got a 2029 on your SATs.
But I don't understand all slang, you know?
Well, listen, that means that people may not like the way that he's talking to him or his attitude or anything like that.
Yeah.
Nothing, we gonna call it Jalen Green. It ain't nothing Jalen Green about what I'm trying to say. You rub people the wrong way. So, that's just what I feel about Pat Bev. But I wish him luck. I hope it works out.
Yeah.
Hope he lands at a destination where he could do something with the team. But I thought that would have been great.
Yeah, him and Phoenix would be great.
Because
there's so much offense, they could use the defense.
Absolutely.
So what about $8 million for Westbrook though? Do you think that's too small, or you think because when you
I think
compare
at
other
this
contracts,
point, Westbrook then got paid so much, he just want to stay in LA.
Yeah,
Whatever it takes to stay in LA.
I can't agree with that more. I don't even have nothing else to add with that. I think Russell Westbrook made so much bread. He like, as long as I can stay home, he's from Long Beach. He's like, as long as I can stay in the LA area, it's cool. Is this going to help the Clippers out? Who knows? Kawhi Leonard may play. Leonard may not play. Paul George may play. Paul George may not play. If those two people aren't playing, it doesn't matter what Russell Westbrook does with the Clippers. Those two people have to play. And we haven't seen it. They've been there, 3-4 years now? I think they played.
What are they doing? That's the real question. What are they doing on game day?
I have no idea, man.
You might have to hire a private investigator.
That's a good point too. But what you got to realize is this, right? Bust a move. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, all from LA.
They not know what they're doing.
Exactly. They all from LA, or the LA area.
okay. All right, so next set, Derrick Rose agreed to a 2-year deal with the Memphis Grizzlies. Chris Middleton agreed on a new 3-year, $102 million deal to stay with the Bucks. And Dillon Brooks agreed to a 4-year, $80 million deal with the Rockets.
How much is Derrick Rose getting before we get anything else?
It didn't have his number.
Yeah.
Memphis is going crazy. Memphis just...
They trying to prepare for life without Ja Morant. I feel real bad for D Rose. You know what I'm saying? Because what you got to realize is this: D Rose was Ja Morant before Ja Morant.
Yeah.
That man was the MVP of the league at the time, youngest one ever, 21 years old, counting them injuries. Is really made him suffer. What I will say is this: I'm happy to see that he's still in the NBA after all these injuries.
Yeah.
That's definitely a plus. But for him, he had it, bro.
Yeah.
He had it, you know. So now, what you got to realize this: he's a third-string point guard. Because when Ja Morant comes back as
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart, now you're a third option when you was a league MVP.
They had another point guard unless he left.
That's one we didn't bring up too. Desmond Baines,
Yeah.
$207 million.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He definitely did his thing in the playoffs.
But you think he deserved 207?
These days.
With these contracts.
These days, he deserved 207. Back in the 90s.
Michael Jordan only made $111 million his whole career.
But these days, he deserved that money.
Okay.
He was the only one really balling in the playoffs, other than Ja a little bit.
They center got Defensive Player of the Year. He's nice too. And so I don't know if Desmond Baines deserved 207, but he earned it. So congratulations to him. Feel sorry for Derrick Rose. Chris Middleton, he lucked up. I knew something was going on because he opted out of $40 million. I'm like, you've been stinking it up for 2 years.
Yeah,
You've been stinking it up. I would have grabbed that 40.
Yeah.
So obviously he knew something that we didn't know, because I'm like, yo, why is he not taking this $40 million? Like, you won the championship 2 years ago, but the last 2 years you've been hurt. You ain't been playing the same. Obviously, he knew something that we didn't. And last but not least, Dillon Brooks, you just hit the lotto. Yeah. I don't know who the fuck his agent is, but that nigga, you need to buy
Whoever his agent is the real MVP.
Yeah, that's the real MVP. You caught $20 million a year, nigga? After
being promised to never come back here.
Right. No, he hit the Rockets.
No, I'm saying Memphis, they said, we promise you he's not coming back.
Right, and niggas said, oh, well.
He said, oh, well.
They got 80 for me in Houston. And what I'll say is this. I think that...
You think your skid helped him? Helped him get to 40?
Yeah, maybe he might got to throw me something.
He might owe you something.
He might to throw me something.
Yeah.
But what I'll say is this: I think that Dylan
And
Brooks.
throw you something was crazy, but we being professional today.
Don't say nothing else. Say something else today. Say something else today.
Killer,
I've been trying to say something else today.
You on
say
a
something else
roll
today.
like this.
Say something else today. I'm gonna be wild petty.
You're all American today, Paul. You're all American.
Say no more. I thought we say no more.
I'm just letting you
Say
know.
no more.
You're way out of bounds.
Say no more. You're right.
Heisman.
Watch.
I'm over here like Heisman.
What'd you do that?
You funny for that.
Do that again? What you just did? You over there like
Josh
what?
Christopher.
You over there like what? Show me pause what you like. Show me what you over there like again. Yeah, show me what you over there like. But listen, I think Dylan Brooks is a really good player. I think what happened with Dylan Brooks is that he started talking that LeBron shit.
Yeah.
You think he's a really good player though, Killer?
No, not really good. I'm talking about like, he's a great role player. Like he
great
fit in
role
their
player.
system, like how Draymond Green kind of fit in Golden State.
Yeah.
And I say this, that I think that he was playing good.
You gonna put him on Draymond level?
No, not ever. I'm
All right.
not gonna say ever. We had that convo. I'm saying baby Draymond. What I'm saying is this: I think that he, in the right system, he could prosper. But when he dissed LeBron, that's all everybody's talking about. Like, because then LeBron and them beat Memphis, but they shouldn't have beat Memphis. So they blamed it on him.
Yeah.
And now niggas like, you made us lose. Get out of here. When somebody else may say, that was one mistake he made, he shouldn't make any more, let's give him another opportunity.
Okay, good point. And lastly, they're finalizing a trade to send Obi Toppin to the Pacers for 2 future second-round picks, and Bruce Brown agreed on a 2-year, $45 million deal. The Pacers.
Hold on, real quick. Before we talk about this, let's go to the audio.
This nigga wild, bro. Don't ask me about the coach.
So we heard the audio. What are y'all's thoughts?
Do you think he was gonna beat the coach out?
You said it when we was listening. You nigga tried to spree well in it.
He tried to spree well. He definitely out.
You know what a spree well is? Let me ask you.
No.
See, that's why you gotta explain for the Sprewell choked PJ Carlissimo. I choked his coach out.
Yeah.
One day.
And they talking about he's charging the coach. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's charging the coach.
Can't be
Listen,
doing that.
I mean, to be honest, we ain't even gotta spend a lot of time on this. You talk crazy, tell your coach in front of the team you don't know how to coach, then try to charge them and be like, yo, what's up with you, family? Obi Toppin is 6'8", 6'9", Tom Thibodeau's probably 5'11".
Yeah.
You're traded. This is
shocking. And good thing you still playing.
Right.
Actually,
Absolutely.
they're not tolerating that. Especially,
Absolutely.
you don't even play like that to be putting up numbers like that to be talking that crazy.
True woo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does anyone stand out to y'all as a free agency winner and loser?
I think Indiana actually landing on Bruce Bowen is great.
Bruce Bowen's retired.
I meant Bruce, you know who I'm talking about.
Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown caught a bag. We got $45 million for 2 years. Because, you know, they was at the parade and the coach was like, Brucey B ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Brucey B the fuck out of there.
Brucey B said, I got my chip, now I need my check.
Exactly. Got my chip, now I need my chips, nigga.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for them. What I will say is this. Houston's loading up, but I would say the last thing that happened on the last day, the real winner, and to me puts them over the top, Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
Getting Eric Gordon makes them this much better than Denver. This much. I would say this much because I would say still put Denver over Phoenix if Bruce Brown was still there. Now they have a Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
Because Eric Gordon is nice, especially if you're going to come
and he's
off
going
the
to play
bench.
defense.
Absolutely.
Now, if Phoenix loses with all of this, how do you explain that?
I don't gotta explain nothing. I don't give a damn. The real thing is this. All jokes aside, is this. So, on paper, I don't know what the odds are. You know, they have for the championship, they have Boston favorite. I'm talking about Vegas. Boston favorite in the East, Denver favorite in the West. I don't know since all these since free agency is going on who's the favorite. But what I'll say is this: you got a new coach in Phoenix. You got new players. You got a brand new owner. Sometimes everything doesn't gel together in 1 year. You know, LeBron didn't come to pause. He didn't go to Miami.
I'm
Stat,
sorry.
Yeah, instigator stat. I see what's going on these days. I see what's happening. I see what's happening. Stat is
Keep
the
him
instigator.
accountable, Stat.
See what's happening.
Because you said you was going to get hit, but then you did go again.
That's wild, man. You really think he brought you from behind the camera? You really believe that, man? You really believe? Yo, Kev, who said bring Stat from behind the camera? Yo, Kev, who said bring Kev from behind the camera?
Come on, Stat.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro. This the fact, man. That's how. Anyway, y'all enjoy. Y'all kumbaya with each other. Pause. But LeBron didn't win his first year. Only people who really won their first year with like that kind of combination is Boston. When they had Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. LeBron didn't win his first year when he went to Cleveland. He didn't win his first year when he went to the Lakers. Sometimes it takes a couple years for teams to gel. And I think that may happen with Phoenix because...
But do they have to get a chip from this core group?
I think that they want a chip. I think this new owner is firing and bringing people in to win a chip.
Yeah.
But what I'll say is this. The reason I give them a slight advantage is because Eric Gordon, but they don't have the chemistry that Denver has. Denver has chemistry. I was looking at a picture of Jamal Murray and the Joker in 2014. Jamal Murray had a ball.
Yeah.
Not going to say the rest. He had a ball. Since we being petty.
No, we're not being petty, but...
they've been together for 8-9 years. Yeah. People see the championship.
They were coming off the bench together.
Right. So at the end of the day, I really think that they have better chemistry than anybody in the league.
Okay. Well, let us know in the comments who y'all think are the winners and losers. We'll be right back.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. My stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free.
Welcome back. Damian Lillard officially requested a trade from the Portland Trail Blazers. Do you believe he made a good decision?
I think it's about time. We've been waiting on this the whole time. Like, how long? Pause. That was crazy.
Yo, Cal.
That was crazy.
Cal don't even laugh. I tried to chill out today, man. I tried to chill out.
The Avengers is crazy. You in the Avengers now. I'm against the Avengers
but
now.
But the nigga Kev started laughing, so I'm going to leave it alone.
Kev a part of the Avengers now. Okay.
Look, Damian Lillard it's such thing being loyal to a fault. And it's like, yo, listen, what I'll say is this, he caked the fuck up. He got mad bread out of Portland, a lot of money. And now starting to win the championship. With them drafting, what's homie name they just drafted?
Scoot.
Yeah, Scoot Henderson. And they got Simons there. That's the new CJ McCullough and Damian Lillard. They got rid of CJ McCullough sent to New Orleans because Simon was killing.
Yeah.
Now you got Scoot Henderson there, and they're like,
You know the story.
Yeah, you know, they say they want to keep Damian Lillard, but Damian Lillard's like, yo.
He don't want to rebuild.
Yeah, well,
he right for that.
Listen, what people don't remember is Damian Lillard been in Portland so long that LaMarcus Aldridge was there. Niggas don't even remember that LaMarcus Aldridge played for Portland. So I don't think anybody in Portland should be mad. I think he put his work in. I think he done his service to that city to the best of his ability. And now let the kid win a championship. He got all the money in the fucking world. Good luck, Dame. I hope you go to a great team.
Yeah.
Okay. In addition to that, Tyler Herro has removed all signs of the Heat from his Twitter profile, although nothing was announced yet. Does it seem more and more like Dame will end up with the Heat?
So Tyler Herro took down on his bio, and all that type shit.
He's saying Miami Heat guard is gone.
He know he's going to Portland.
As you already know, Gabe Vincent and Max Strus are out, so.
And Gabe Vincent, where did he go? He went to a good team too.
Lakers.
That's
Went
crazy.
to the Lakers.
Yep.
Which that's lit, but.
Yeah, that is lit. Listen, Tyler Herro, you just got a big bag too. So even if you go to Portland, you're gonna get the same money you was getting. You know what hurts is when you leave this beach. And you leave this sand and you leave the nightclubs.
To rain every day.
Every day in Portland. And no disrespect to nobody in Portland, but if you had your choice of where to live and it's not money, just talking about just plain view and sight and scenery.
That could be mentally challenging to go from Miami to Portland.
Yo, fam, she said, you know how emotional that is? Take that all off your Twitter account and Instagram and off your profile. Everything he like, soon as Dame went out, I know I'm out. Take all my shit down. They ain't even bust no moves yet, and this nigga's emotional. Don't be emotional, bro. It's business. That's why the good players have no trade clauses in their contract. Damian Lillard don't even have a no trade clause. Bradley Beal was smart enough to put a no trade clause in his contract. But Tyler, man.
If you get to Miami, you definitely need a no trade clause.
I mean, I don't think that he has that cachet.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that good to be like, and no trade clause. They'd be like, man, take this money and we'll send your ass to Nebraska if they get a team. That's how I feel about Tyler Herro. Not saying he's not good, but you have to be a certain type of player to ask for a no trade clause. Not just anybody could go get a no trade clause. But Dame, I hope you end up wherever I hope it's somewhere to win a championship. You're a Miami fan.
Yeah.
Who would you rather have, Tyler Herro or Damian Lillard?
Damian Lillard. It's like when we see Tyler Herro, it's like at first it's like he feels like Miami, but realistically he's been injured a lot, so I'll take Dame any day.
And that's another thing too. Dame been injured the last couple of years too, but he's been playing. What I think is that when they got to the championship without Tyler Herro, they like, we don't really need him. We can do it. They went through every round just about without Tyler Herro.
So what they gonna do with Lowry? You don't need both of them.
Lowry already come off the bench. I don't even know what his contract situation. They haven't been talking to him, so he must still be under contract. But that's Lowry's a great backup point guard for Damian Lillard. He already came off the bench this year.
That's good.
Okay. So now, before Chris Paul got traded to the Wizards, he did have a message for Warriors fans. He said, I'm excited and I know I've been sort of a sworn enemy for a long time.
Hold on, Stat. He didn't get traded to the Wizards. He went to the Wizards, then went to Golden State.
Oh, my fault.
No problem.
But yeah, he said, I'm excited and I know I've been sort of a sworn enemy for a long time, but I cannot wait to be there and I can't wait to get in the locker room with all those guys. Thoughts?
Chris, you're a part of this show now. You're technically a part of this show.
Chris Paul is definitely a part of this show.
So shout out to you, Chris. But what do you mean when you say you can't wait to get in the locker room with them? Why not on the court?
Hey, yo, not you.
Yeah.
This is
you can't wait till you get in the locker room.
This is what I was telling you about in Houston when you go. This is what I'm talking about. But this is what I'll say about this, and this is back to the no trade clause. Chris Paul said he found out he got traded on the plane. His son told him.
Yeah, to New York.
Yeah, so it's like, yo, these niggas, Chris Paul deserves a phone call before the trade.
Yeah.
I will say that. As much as we play games and talk about Chris Paul, give that man a courtesy, at least say, yo, we gonna trade him.
You don't just do that.
You don't do that to Chris Paul. But back to him being in Golden State, this is a recipe for disaster. Chris Paul, first of all,
he's gonna slow the team up.
He's definitely gonna slow the team. Chris Paul brings the ball up like this, back up the court. Like Yo, nigga, this is not 1979. He can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how niggas bring the ball up. Like, you can't do that no more. And before LeBron James plays with his son, Steph Curry gonna get to play with his son. Because Chris Paul is definitely his son. So LeBron, you lost that battle trying to play with your son first. Because Chris is definitely Steph's son, man. And I don't know if this is gonna work. And another thing is, if this stays the team before any trades, if Chris doesn't get traded, I don't think that Chris Paul should start. I think he should come off the bench. Even Jordan Poole was coming off the bench.
He's definitely not starting. I don't think he's starting.
I hope so, but what you got to realize is Chris Paul's a 17-year starter.
Yes.
Everybody's not used to coming off the bench that could play that role. Is he one of these people that's going to be able to play that role? I don't know, but I definitely don't think that this is a good fit for Golden State.
I think they got him like they had D'Angelo Russell that time. And they just got him so they could trade him later for somebody that they wanted.
Possibly. Well, that's what they're doing with James Harden.
Yeah.
But we haven't heard anything about...
Where'd James Harden go?
He's back with Philly, but he went back to Philly. So he picked up his player option, but he wants to get traded.
Yeah.
So he's in Philly, but he's going to get traded because if he doesn't get traded, he told you he wants to get traded, so he's not going to give you 100% throughout the season. Daryl Morey, who's the GM, that's his man, been making sure James Harden get all these hundreds of millions of dollars throughout this year. He said, opt in, so I can give you this 35, and then I'll get rid of you. I don't know what kind of relationship them two niggas got. He act like he his agent, but more power to James Harden for having that relationship with Daryl Morey. But I really have no idea how this is going to work in Golden State. Because at the end of the day, think about it, right? The jokes is gonna be wild, yo. Like the inside, like yo, the Draymond Clay stuff jokes is gonna be like, yeah, this is when we killed you in 016. You remember this shot? Yeah. Yo, remember I killed you right here? Like me and Stat was watching something, and they were showing a highlight of Steph Curry making Chris Paul fall. And Stat was like, damn, they could have used a better highlight for this. She's like, damn. They say Chris Paul goes to Golden State, and they keep showing the highlight of Steph Curry making Chris Paul fall. And Stat even felt bad. She like, yo, that's fucked up. Why would you show that
That was
highlight?
his mentor. That was his mentor when he came in the league. You knew that?
Who?
Chris Paul was Stephen Curry's mentor coming in the league.
They both from North Carolina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Chris is a little older, but you know, that's happened sometimes. That's one of these cases where the student is better than the teacher.
Yeah. Stayed too long.
Yeah.
Good point. Okay, well, before we close out, Cam, I believe you have some news to share.
Yeah, yo, listen, check this out. I got a new show coming out. It's called Come and Talk to Me, and I want to show y'all a clip from it real quick. Welcome to Come and Talk to Me with your host, Killer Cam. Now today I'm gonna be talking to the Perez's, Martha and Rolando. They've been fucking with each other for like 20 joints.
My husband and I need help.
I've been hearing about you and Rolando, all the great things and all the terrible things that happened after the accident.
And I was left paralyzed and he walked out without a scratch. He doesn't treat me the same. We don't do things together.
Money is what you like.
You like money. Come on, lady.
Es la candela.
No, you la candela.
She's not dead. You can also do upper body workout shit.
If there's no hanky panky, she's not happy.
Hanky panky gonna be a little different. Now, if you're going through any problems whatsoever, maybe it's your kids, maybe significant other, maybe it's your job, and you can't quite figure it out, maybe I can help out. Reach out to me at comeintalktomeinfo@gmail.com.
Good stuff.
That's what I'm saying. So
Killer,
listen.
that was crazy.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm telling you. You got Mace is working on his new show as well. Mace Fix My Situation. But what I do want to tell y'all is, look, if you're going through any problems at home, with it's your job, you feel the job isn't treating you right, come on my show. I may be able to help you out. Relationship problems, I help Stat out all the time with relationship
really
problems.
does.
You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody, they can trust me. They can trust me.
The trusted voice.
I'm the trusted voice, man. But yeah, you know, respond to the email And hopefully we'll talk to you soon, man.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.